She held back tears in front of the cameras, but then she said it. This season is different. It's going to shake people. That was Amber Marshall's quiet warning to the Heartland fans. After years of calm storytelling and emotional growth, Amber is now hinting at a storm coming in season 19. What did she mean? And what is she trying to prepare us for? Amber Marshall, the heart of Heartland, has always kept her interviews positive and calm. But in a recent sit-down, fans noticed something different. Her tone was more serious. Her words carried weight. She didn't just talk about her character, Amy Fleming. She talked about letting go, about unexpected choices, and about how fans should prepare for real change for a show that spent nearly 2 decades building deep connections between characters and viewers. Any change feels huge. So, when Amber said this season would be more emotional than any before, it made fans pause. Was she warning us? Or was she just giving us a gentle nudge toward a powerful storyline? In that same interview, Amber said, "We're going places we haven't been before, and it's going to hurt." That single sentence sent ripples through the Heartland fanbase. Theories began to explode online. Was someone going to die? Would Amy move away? Could a long-standing relationship fall apart? The actress didn't give clear answers. But what she did share made one thing clear: season 19 won't be just another year on the ranch. It will be a turning point. Amber also shared a behind-the-scenes moment that gave even more clues. She described filming a scene that made her cry not as Amy, but as Amber. "I couldn't stop the tears even after the director yelled cut," she said. "It hit me hard, like it was real." Those are not the words of someone acting out a small moment. Those are the words of someone living through a scene that means something big, something possibly final. But what exactly happened in that scene? She wouldn't say. What she did say was this: "Amy is growing, but sometimes growth means breaking." That line stayed with fans long after the interview ended. Because breaking? That's not something we've heard much in Heartland before. It's been a show of healing, of strength through pain, but breaking sounds different. It sounds like the kind of emotional moment that rewrites the path of a character forever. And for Amber to speak so openly about that kind of pain, it suggests something is coming that no one is ready for. The video of Amber interview quickly made its rounds across YouTube and TikTok, racking up thousands of comments. People began reading between the lines, guessing who might leave the show, or what secret from the past might return. But in every guess, one thing remained the same: this is the most direct and emotional Amber Marshall has ever been in public. She's not just playing Amy Fleming this season. She's experiencing something through her that's deeply personal. And that makes season 19 more than just the next chapter. It makes it the one fans can't afford to miss. What if the calm you've known all these years suddenly shattered with one choice? In season 19, Heartland is trading comfort for conflict, and Amy might be forced to make the hardest decision of her life. The ranch is still standing, but the people inside are starting to shake. And this time, not everyone may come out whole. Season 19 isn't just continuing the story, it's bending it. Heartland has always been about healing, horses, and hope. But now the writers are diving into something raw. Early leaks from the production team suggest that the peaceful rhythms of the ranch will be interrupted by deep personal battles. One major storyline centers on Amy stepping outside her comfort zone, not just as a horse whisperer, but as a woman torn between loyalty to her family and her own hidden desires. For the first time, Amy might not be the one fixing everything, she might be the one causing the tension. It all starts with a visitor from the past. The rumors are strong. Someone close to Ty's memory might return, not to grieve but to challenge the legacy he left behind. This could shake Amy's emotional world completely. She spent years holding her pain quietly, keeping Heartland steady for her daughter and her family. But now, she'll face something that forces her to look inward. Her strength is being tested, not by an outside threat, but by a ghost of what could have been and the decisions she's made since. Meanwhile, Lou is caught in a power struggle of her own. As mayor, she spent her energy balancing city duty and family life. But this season, that balance will crack. New laws, local protest, and a betrayal from within her office could damage both her career and her closest relationships. And when Her personal life starts bleeding into her political life. The result is an emotional fallout that fans won't see coming. Jack, the steady rock of the Heartland Ranch, will also face his toughest moment yet. A health scare teased in early script leaks has fans deeply worried. Will Jack's strength carry him through another storm? Or is this the season we say goodbye to the man who's held the family together for nearly 2 decades? The writers are playing with fire, and it looks like they're not afraid to burn. Even Georgie's arc is taking a turn. Rumors say she's returning after months away, but she's not the same. There's a distance in her eyes, and maybe even a secret she's hiding. Why did she leave so suddenly? And what changed while she was gone? Her return could bring joy, or it could open wounds the family isn't ready to face. All of this drama feels like a build-up to something final. Season 19 is being described as the most emotional journey Heartland has ever taken, and every character is being pulled into storms of their own. But at the center of it all is Amy, holding onto a fragile thread of peace as everything else starts to unravel. This time, the story isn't about mending broken horses, it's about mending broken people. And not all of them want to be saved. This season asks a powerful question. What happens when family isn't enough to fix what's broken inside you? The answers may not be easy, but one thing is clear: Heartland Season 19 is here to shake the quiet world we thought we knew. This season, Heartland isn't just changing its story, it's changing its people. Behind the warm scenes of the ranch, the cast lineup is shifting in ways fans didn't expect. Some familiar faces are quietly stepping back, while others are being written out completely. One exit in particular has already broken fan hearts. A beloved character will not return for Season 19. Though no official name has been confirmed, multiple sources close to the production say it's someone deeply connected to Amy's past, and their absence will leave an emotional gap in the storyline. At the same time, whispers of a surprise newcomer have excited longtime viewers. A younger, fiery new character is set to arrive mid-season, someone with ties to both Ty's old world and the rodeo circuit. This character could serve as a foil to Amy, bringing energy, challenge, and maybe even romantic confusion. Early set photos show scenes being filmed at night, with Amy arguing with someone near the barn, a rare and dramatic setup for the show, which usually focuses on daytime calm and ranch work. That night shoot may be our first clue that this new face is going to stir up more than dust. Meanwhile, Georgie's return is not just a guest spot, it's a full re-entry into the family drama. Her character has matured off-screen, and now she brings back secrets that could cause tension with Lou and Peter. It's clear she's been through something intense while she was away, and some fans speculate she might be pregnant or hiding a past relationship. This twist could shake the family foundation and test everyone's loyalty. On the other side of the casting news, a long-standing side character is rumored to be promoted to a regular role. This means more screen time, deeper personal arcs, and perhaps involvement in one of the season's bigger emotional plots. It's believed this character, possibly Katie or Parker, will explore more independent storylines, showing how the younger generation is stepping into their own identities. This change reflects the writer's desire to move Heartland forward generationally, while still holding onto its roots. There are also reports of guest appearances from characters we haven't seen in years, though nothing is officially confirmed. One source revealed that the writers are planning an episode that brings several old threads together for a major emotional payoff. That could mean a funeral, a wedding, or a reunion, any of which could justify the return of forgotten characters. For fans who've stuck with Heartland since the beginning, this kind of return would be a reward for their loyalty. All these cast shifts are more than just names on a call sheet, they're signs of change in the world of Heartland. Change that may hurt, change that may heal. But either way, Season 19 is no longer about keeping things the same. It's about moving forward, no matter the cost. Amber Marshall has always been the soul of Heartland, not just as Amy Fleming, but as the steady force behind the show's heart. But in Season 19, she's more open, more reflective, and far more emotional than fans have ever seen. In a recent interview, she revealed that this season pushed her deeper than any before, not physically, but emotionally. She wasn't just playing Amy anymore. She was carrying her, living her struggles, Feeling her cracks, Amber said something that stayed with every fan who heard it. There were scenes this year where I had to take a walk after filming just to breathe again. That kind of vulnerability tells us everything. This isn't just a season about plot twists. It's a season about inner battles. And Amy's inner world is about to be torn open. What's more interesting is Amber's own view on Amy's future. She admitted that Amy is beginning to question where she belongs. Not just as a mother, not just as a daughter, but as a woman who's lived her life through service and sacrifice. Amber hinted that Amy might start chasing something for herself this time, a feeling, a dream, maybe even a relationship that she's kept locked away out of loyalty to Ty's memory. For a character that has always given more than she takes, this potential shift could feel both beautiful and heartbreaking. Amber also talked about working with new cast members, saying, "It challenged me in all the right ways." She described how new energy on set helped her tap into emotions she didn't know she had. One of the younger actors, according to Amber, brought out a protective side of her in a way that mirrored Amy's journey with Lindy. But what caught fans off guard was Amber's comment about filming a goodbye scene that didn't feel like acting at all. That moment has sparked massive speculation. Was she saying goodbye to a cast member, or to something bigger? Her words were quiet, but powerful. "I don't know if I'll ever get through that scene without crying even on rewatch." That alone has fans fearing that someone close to Amy, maybe even Jack or Lou, is leaving the series. Or worse, their character arc ends in a way that leaves no return. Still, Amber reassured fans that Amy's strength is still the anchor of Heartland. She just believes that strength looks different now. It's not about holding everything together anymore. It's about learning how to let go when the time is right. That kind of growth, she says, is harder to play but more rewarding than anything she's done before. It reflects real life, change, grief, hope, and rebuilding. One of the most emotional moments from her interview was when she looked straight into the camera and whispered, "Thank you for loving Amy all these years. Now, please let her change." That single line broke the internet. Thousands of comments flooded in, supporting Amber's plea. Because deep down, fans know Heartland can't stay frozen in time. And neither can Amy. Amber Marshall isn't just preparing us for another season. She's preparing us for a version of Amy we've never seen. One who feels, one who chooses, and maybe one who finally moves on. For years, Heartland has been known as a drama-free zone behind the cameras, just as peaceful behind the scenes as it is on screen. But whispers from inside the production of season 19 tell a different story. This time, something feels tense, not explosive, not toxic, but different. And that difference is fueling speculation that real emotions, not just scripted ones, are driving the drama this season. A few anonymous crew members recently shared online that the mood on set shifted halfway through filming. One post claimed, "You could feel the weight in the air. Something happened that made the whole team move a little quieter." That kind of statement doesn't come out of nowhere. It has fans wondering if the intensity of the storylines this season pushed the actors beyond just performance and into personal reflection. Or maybe something happened between cast or crew that hasn't yet been publicly addressed. There are also rumors that one key actor was temporarily written out mid-season. While production insiders say it was due to a scheduling conflict, others believe it was more personal. The sudden rewrite of a character arc, spotted in script leaks, had that character disappearing without a full goodbye. Was it a creative twist or a response to something unexpected behind the camera? Amber Marshall herself hinted that things were heavier this year. In one interview, she admitted that filming certain episodes felt emotionally exhausting and that the team had more closed set days than usual. For a show that often shares happy behind-the-scenes moments online, the silence during filming weeks has been noticeable. No group selfies, no candid bloopers, just quiet focus. That absence of joy in the usual social media updates has only added fuel to the fire. One particularly juicy theory making rounds on fan forums suggests that two longtime cast members had creative disagreements. According to an unverified insider, a clash over how a major character should exit the show created tension between the writing team and the actor. Some believe this could be why a key role is being recast or quietly removed. Of course, no one is naming names, and official statements remain tight-lipped. But in a show that has avoided such drama for almost 2 decades, even the slightest shift feels massive, adding more mystery. Production was briefly paused in the middle of the season. The official reason was logistical delays, but that didn't stop fans from speculating. One YouTube channel even claimed it was due to a disagreement over the emotional direction of a funeral episode 1 that is expected to be a turning point in the season. Whether or not this is true, it's clear that season 19 is not just shaking up the story, it's affecting those who bring it to life. Still, the professionalism of the Heartland cast can be denied. Despite any possible tension, every actor has delivered some of the most powerful performances in the show's history. If anything, the emotional weight we'll see on screen may reflect not just great writing but real moments of struggle and growth behind the camera. Maybe that's why this season feels more honest, more raw, more unforgettable. In the end, we may never know the full truth of what happened off screen. But one thing is sure, something changed this year on the Heartland set. And when the camera rolled, that change made its way into every line, every look, every tear. When the first whispers of change in season 19 started to circulate, fans didn't stay silent, they erupted. The Heartland fandom, known for its loyalty and deep emotional connection to the show, took to Reddit, TikTok, Facebook groups, and YouTube comment sections with fire in their fingertips. Some were excited, others were heartbroken, but everyone had something to say. One viral fan post read, "If they take Jack away from us, I'm done. That man is the backbone of the show." Thousands agreed, replying with crying emojis, long comments, and video tributes. For many, Jack isn't just a character, he's the emotional center of Heartland. The possibility of losing him is sparking panic and denial in equal measure. Fan-made compilations of his best scenes are being reshared like goodbyes wrapped in nostalgia. Another major topic, Amy's possible new love interest. A storm of debate has surrounded that storyline. One fan wrote on Twitter, "I love Amy, but Ty was her one and only. If she moves on, it has to feel earned, not rushed." On the flip side, others are ready for Amy to grow. Ty wanted her to live fully. "She deserves happiness. Let her have it." Another fan responded, "The divide is clear. Some want Heartland to stay rooted in the past. Others want it to evolve." Georgie's rumored return has also caused a stir. Videos titled "Georgie's Secret, What Is She Hiding?" are pulling in thousands of views. Fan theories range from heartbreak to hidden children to dramatic career failures. And then there are those who just want her back in the family. "I miss her energy. Heartland hasn't felt the same without her." One viewer commented under a fan-made trailer cut, "Lou's arc has stirred less excitement and more worry. Many longtime viewers are feeling distant from her character. I don't recognize Lou anymore," a Reddit user posted. "She used to fight for her family. Now she's just fighting everyone." Some hope this means a redemption story is on the horizon, others worry she's being written out slowly. And the rumor about a new political rival turning personal has only added tension. On TikTok, the younger fanbase is embracing the chaos. Edits of emotional clips set to trending songs are getting millions of views. One especially popular video used Amber Marshall's voice from her interview, layered over scenes of Amy riding alone in the fields. The caption? "She's not healing this time. She's breaking." It captured what many fans are feeling. Season 19 is not just about the characters, but about us letting go of who they used to be. What's most powerful, though, is the shared experience. For the first time in years, the fandom is buzzing with theories, debates, and raw emotion. Whether fans are angry, hopeful, or grieving, they care. And that's what Heartland has always done best. It doesn't just tell stories. It pulls you in and makes you feel like family. And now, as we all wait for the season to unfold, that family is holding its breath. Because if the fans are right, season 19 won't just change the show, it will change how we remember it forever. The countdown has begun, and Heartland fans across the globe are circling dates, watching teaser clips frame by frame, and preparing for what might be the most emotional season yet. Season 19 is officially set to premiere this fall, with the exact release date expected to drop any day now. But even before the premiere, the trailers have already shaken the fandom to its core, and not just because of what they show, But because of what they carefully avoid, the latest trailer doesn't give us full answers. Instead, it plays like a slow, haunting build. We see Amy alone in the barn at night, brushing a horse in silence. Lou staring out across the ranch with a worried look. Jack sitting quietly on the porch, his hand trembling slightly. Georgie turning her head slowly as if hearing something that hurts. It's not action-packed, it's emotional. And that says everything. This isn't a season about plot twists. It's a season about deep personal shifts. The trailer's music, choice soft piano layered over wind and horse sound, sets a tone of reflection, almost like goodbye. It ends with one shot that fans can't stop talking about. Amy walking down a dirt road alone, her daughter Lindy watching from a distance, and Amber Marshall's voice saying, "Sometimes the future starts with letting go of the past." That single line has set off a storm of speculation. Is Amy leaving the ranch? Is this her last chapter? Or is it the start of something we've never seen before? In terms of official expectations, the season promises 10 episodes packed with character-driven stories, guest appearances from returning favorites, and a finale that's already being described by insiders as heart-wrenching but beautiful. Writers have confirmed that they aren't holding back emotionally this year. Every episode is crafted to feel like a step towards something bigger. Something final? Maybe. Or maybe just something new. The production team has also hinted at unexpected locations. One episode reportedly takes place almost entirely away from the ranch, something that rarely happens in Heartland. This shift in setting might represent a shift in identity for the show itself. Is Heartland evolving beyond the ranch? Is it exploring what these characters look like in a world that's changing just as fast as they are? For fans wondering how to prepare, expect vulnerability. Expect character choices that may be uncomfortable. Expect moments that will make you pause and think about how far everyone has come. But also expect warmth, because even in its saddest moments, Heartland has always been a show about love. Family love, unspoken love, the kind that doesn't need drama to feel real but faces it anyway. As we step into season 19, we're not just watching another year on the ranch. We're witnessing a legacy stretch its wings. Whether it's the beginning of the end or the start of a new era, one thing is clear: this season will leave a mark on the show, on the characters, and on us. Get ready. Heartland season 19 is almost here, and nothing will ever be the same again. After nearly 2 decades of heartfelt stories, quiet strength, and deep family bonds, Heartland stands at the edge of something new. Season 19 doesn't just mark another continuation, it feels like a reckoning. The cast is shifting. The characters are growing. The ranch, while still a symbol of safety, is no longer untouched by time. And for the first time in years, the future feels uncertain, and that's exactly why this season matters. What makes this moment so powerful isn't just what's changing, it's who's changing. Amy Fleming, the girl who once whispered to horses more than people, is now a woman who's finally learning to whisper to herself, to ask what she wants, to wonder what comes next. And Amber Marshall is leading that journey, not as an actress following a script, but as someone walking side by side with Amy into the unknown. This blending of fiction and reality gives season 19 a weight we haven't felt before. We're no longer watching Amy's story, we're living it with her. The same can be said for every character. Jack, the quiet guardian, is no longer invincible. Lou, once driven by ambition, now faces decisions that could cost her everything. Georgie, returning with secrets, challenges the family's sense of stability. Even Lindy, still young, is stepping into the story with a kind of innocence that reflects all the hope we're afraid to lose. Every thread is tight. Every moment is loaded. And yet, through it all, there's love. There's legacy. There's the unspoken truth that no matter how far these characters grow, they remain tied to the land, to each other, and to us. That's why fans care so deeply. Because Heartland isn't just a show, it's a place we go to feel safe. To remember how strong quiet love can be. To believe in family, even when it hurts. Season 19 is the season that dares to ask, what if we let go of who we've been to become who we need to be? And maybe that's the bravest question Heartland has ever asked. Whether this is the beginning of a new era or the slow closing of a beloved chapter, one thing is clear: this season will stay with us. Not for its surprises, Not for its drama, but for its honesty. So when the premiere arrives, don't just watch, feel it. Let it in. Because this time, Heartland isn't just telling a story, it's asking you to grow with it. Stay tuned. The most emotional ride of Heartland begins now.